Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is May 4th, 2015, and today is Monday. So looking at the markets today, we don't have much on the economic calendar, but let's start with the EURUSD. Big rotation for the EURUSD towards the end of last week. We finally saw this breakout above 110, and we rallied about 200 points to 112 and change, and now we're a little bit we're taking a little bit of a breather, but this was a major move for the Euro USD. As you can see here, we hit this low between 105-ish, 104-ish, and we rallied to 110 a couple of times. We didn't break it up on the high side, and then we broke it up on the 112 here. So we're retracing a little bit here. I'd anticipate for us to retrace to maybe 111.5. Maybe retest this area up here at 113. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is May 4th, 2015, and today's Monday morning. So looking at the economic calendar, not much on the agenda today, okay? But if we look at the graphs, we'll start out with the Euro USD. We had some very big rotation last week. This pop above 110, which was a major move, and we rallied all the way to about 1290, okay, on the high side. And now we're retracing just a little bit, but looking historically at this currency pair, there's a lot of way for this to continue going up, even to the 120, 115 level. But we saw that it found a footing and a bed at around 105-ish, and we tried to break this above 110 twice before, and we didn't break it through, and now we finally broke it through. We're taking a little bit of a breather here. I would anticipate I wouldn't anticipate that we challenge this 110 level. I'd really anticipate some sort of rally on the upside, testing the 113, 114 level. I'm a little bit bullish on the Euro USD, especially because it's been beaten up so much over the past 2 years. And as we go into the summer months trading, it's historically, a quieter month, but, we might have this rally right before the summer, and then we might taper off a little bit going into June, July, August. So I would keep an eye on the Euro USD, but again, it is a Monday morning, so I wouldn't put too much pressure on it. Looking at the GBPUSD, this is a daily chart. As you can see, we sold off from testing this 154 level after this big sell-off as well in the GBPUSD. It might be a good place to actually pick this up right here. As you see that it's a little bit turning around. Not the best place to pick it up. I would rather pick it up at 149, 150. But if it does breach this 150 level, then it might turn around. But maybe getting into it a little bit with small volume here in the anticipation it's going to go up as well. But things look like they're found a footing with the dollar. Okay, the only other one is the USD/Japanese-yen, and has been kind of quiet, honestly. If you look, this is a daily chart, and we've been in a very tight range over the past year. We've been in this 120 level for quite some time, between 118 and 120. I mean, you could play this upside downside here, and there is room to play it, but I would play it a little bit smaller, just because at any given time it could actually pop up above and find yourself in a breakout situation. Looking at the Dow Jones had an amazing week towards the end of last week. We started the week with a sell-off, and then we rallied right back up to the 18,000 level towards the end of the week. So we had a big sell-off, and then we rallied right back up. It's showing that there's resilience in this, and it's a fight between the bears and the bulls, honestly, because it's finding some sort of footing at 17,700, and it has some sort of resistance at 18,100. And between these two levels, people haven't decided if this is still a bull market or it's going to be retracing. So just as quickly as we went up, if we look at a daily chart, even on a weekly chart, just to give you a perspective of where we've been over the past 3-4 years. This has been a tremendous run for the Dow Jones. So, as we see here, it's tapering off a little bit. Let's see if it's going to continue going up. On the whole, the stock market and particularly some of the major stocks, like Microsoft, Intel, Boeing, so on and so forth, are doing well on an individual level. So the question is will that carry through into the next quarters going through? So it's a rotation and it happens every so often. Doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but there is going to be a correction down the line, and just a matter of when and where and how obscene that correction is going to be. As we've seen in the past, if anybody remembers, in 2008 there was a colossal. In 2000 there was a colossal crash. You could actually Google it and Wikipedia it and see all the crashes in the Dow Jones. It's quite interesting, okay, but it will come. It's just a matter of time. Looking at oil, this is on a weekly chart. We're just tapering off at $59 a barrel. Not much activity last week. We did rally a little bit, but nothing really to really write home about. We're just below $60. We may go above 60, taper between 57 and 61. But there's a little bit of a resistance here of $59 a barrel. So I would keep this on my watcher to see if it's going to go above $12. Looking at gold, now this was a major play last week. This came out of nowhere. Okay, we had this tremendous sell-off from 1200 down to 1177. And remember, this is where I put my line last week. This is a support level here. And we breached it, but we came right back up. So, in essence, if this breaks down to 1183 and continues to go down, then I would say that this could breach 1175, and we could maybe see another shot at 1150. But as we see here, it has it. Okay, it's maintained its level here, so we could continue seeing it range trade between these two levels, 1220 and 1176, because it was resilient in making this move back up. Okay, so this should be interesting how this is resolved during the week. And as you can see, I left this here last time so that we can continue keeping an eye on it on these perspective of this trading range and to see how far it's going to go. So keep this on your radar as well. This may develop into a pretty good trade just to trade the range this week. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.